everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we're going to be starting our series. It's going to be 3 different parts and I'm so excited to start this series. I know we're coming upon prom season, so we're going to be doing 3 different prom looks. Also, sorry if it looks like I'm trying to hold back coughing. I have bronchitis and I'm just getting over it, and my coughs are still really bad and stuff like that. Also, I hope I don't look bald. I'm wearing my hair back for this video. But anyway, so we're gonna be doing a more natural, glowy, bronzy kind of look. We're gonna be doing a more dramatic look, and then we are also gonna be doing like a classic red lip type prom look. But for today's, we are going to be doing a more natural, bronzy, glowy look. The one thing that I'm really super excited about with all 3 of these videos is that they're all gonna be very neutral, so anyone can wear them. It doesn't matter what color dress you're wearing or anything like that. They should all work for any of your looks. So for that, I'm super excited. So if you guys are excited for this video and this series, please give this video a thumbs up and let's just go ahead and get started. So I have already primed my face with the Daily Hydration Moisturizer from e.l.f. I'm going to apply my trusty Rimmel Stay Matte Primer to my T-zone, and then we are going to get started on the eyes. I will say for the base makeup, they aren't going to differ too much within the 3 different looks, just because I know it works for me when I'm thinking of long-lasting makeup, that type of thing. So if you are more on the matte side, this will be a really great primer for you. It will make your makeup stay in place all day and keep it from separating, that type of thing. It's just a really good all-around primer, and it's like $5, super inexpensive. But while we let that soak in, I'm actually going to go ahead and get started on the eyes. So a very good long-lasting primer is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. It is one that I strongly stick by, and it is just an overall really great eyeshadow primer. If you guys want something more high-end, which I don't know why anyone would want something more high-end over drugstore, like that's just not a thing. But the NARS eyeshadow primer in like the white tube with the black lid is so good. Your eyeshadow would not budge for days if you didn't take off your makeup. So that's a super good primer, but I ran out of that one, so we are going to be using this one and I think it works just as well as that one. So we are going to be applying that to the eyelids. Also, I feel like I apologize about my eyebrows in every video, but I will continue to do that because they're horrific, but I'm still trying to grow them out, so we're just gonna not worry about them at all. Also, I don't know if you can tell in this lighting, you probably cannot. I put on Carmelo from KL Polish, and I love that polish so much, and it wears forever, everything like that, but I took it off and it stains your nails yellow and they look like you're sick or something. They look terrible. So if you see the tint, that's what it is. It is that nail polish. I don't have a disease or anything. Okay, so eyeshadow primer is on. I'm going to set my lids with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in Fair. I'm just gonna pop this all over my lids to set that eyeshadow base. So for today's look, we are going to be using the trusty Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. It's just a really good versatile palette that most people have, and you can just get so many different looks out of it. So we are going to be using this today for the natural bronzy makeup, and we are going to go in with, okay, can you see? With these 2 shades first, and we are lightly going to put those into the crease. We're just gonna buff that all over into the crease, nothing too hard. So after we've gotten this transition color into the crease, we are going to take this color right here, and we're gonna put that all over the lid. You can use your finger or a brush. I will say that with these shadows, they work better, the shimmers work better with a finger, so I'm just gonna use my finger. And this color is very, 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 very neutral. It could go with more silver looks. It can go with more golden looks. It's just a beautiful shimmer that doesn't have too much pull too gold or too silver or anything like that, and it is just such a beautiful color. We're gonna go back in with the first two colors that we put in the transition shade and just buff that back into the transition. We really want this to look seamless because it is a prom look, so it's going to seem like we're doing a lot of the steps multiple times because we are, just to make sure that we get the pigmentation to where we want them to. So now that we've put that transition shade back into the crease, we're lightly going to put that sparkly shade back on the lid. Just lightly tapping. Try not to get it all the way up into the crease. Eyes can be done right here, super simple, super glowy, or you can add one more color just to the outer corner just to give it a little more definition. So for that, I'm just gonna take this color right here, it's on the third row, and I'm just gonna take that and lightly put that into my outer V with a fluffy brush. It doesn't need to be too defined or anything like that. I'm just gonna add a little more definition. The key with your look staying neutral for prom is that you just wanna make sure that you're using all colors that are pretty neutral. They don't pull a certain way. They're not too warm, not too cool. Okay, so the eyes are done, super simple, and now we're gonna zoom back out and do the face, and then we'll finish the lower lash line after we've done some of the face. Okay, so now that we're zoomed back out, we're gonna start on the face. So we've already applied our moisturizer and our primer. Now we're going to apply the foundation. Before I apply the foundation, I just wanna make sure that you guys know, especially with prom makeup, that you just want to make sure you're using products that are very long lasting on you, that you know, really stand the test of time, that you know you're going to be sweating and dancing and stuff like that, so you don't want your makeup to be falling off, that type of thing. And I think a really good foundation for both oily and dry skin is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. Yes, you guys know this is my ride or die foundation. I know so many people that use this that have dry skin, and I know so many people that have oily skin, me, that wear this foundation, and it just wears so well. And I think even for like more of a natural look, so we're not going for something super full coverage anyway, it's more natural, it's more glowy, you know, you want to see a lot more of the skin, we don't want anything too dramatic on the eyes. This is a great foundation. It is medium coverage on first application. You can build it up. I don't think this even gets full coverage, but this is just such a good foundation for anyone that wants to let their skin show through, that wants something that's going to wear very long but looks so natural on the skin. This is the way to go, and it is like $8. Super good and super inexpensive, and this is a really good foundation that I recommend anyone to use to wear to prom. So I'm just going to apply this really quickly, and then we'll move on to concealer. Okay, so we've got one layer of this foundation on. I'm looking like a ghost. I promise it matches my neck. So like I said, this one is more medium coverage. I'm going to take a concealer wherever I still have some acne peeking through, just, you know, in the areas that I need it, so it still looks a lot more natural than it would if I was, you know, doing full coverage everywhere. So for that I'm going to be taking the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly, which is the lightest shade, obviously, and I'm going to be putting that underneath my eyes and also on any blemishes that are still peeking through. So now I'm going to be taking that same Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in Air, and I'm going to be applying this underneath my eyes to bake, and then I'm also going to bake my smile line. So with baking, I know it's not a technique that everyone uses, but for me this is a technique that I need to use even on a daily basis. Baking for me just really helps to set the makeup and help it not to crease. So when I put it underneath my eyes, I set it there for a very solid few minutes, like at least 5 minutes, just to set it. I mean, I make sure that my creases are out before I set it down with the powder, but when I do that, it just helps the makeup to last longer throughout the day. It doesn't crease. And same thing with my smile lines. I have to set my smile lines or else I'm gonna crease really badly throughout the day. So those are two places that I have to bake, and it doesn't seem to make my under eyes any drier or my smile lines, you know, any drier. I know with a lot of people they can't bake because it does make their areas dry, but that's just, I guess, an attest to how oily I am. It doesn't, you know, make me oily or anything like that. So I am going to set my under eyes with this powder and then I'll be right back. Okay, so now that we look like an actual crazy person, I'm going to set the rest of my face with my MAC Studio Fix powder. I'm not gonna light it heavily or anything like that just because this is a more full coverage powder. I'm just going to pat this on the areas where I cover it up a little bit more and then lightly set the rest of my face. Okay, so now we're gonna finish up the under eye. So I'm going to take the first two transition shades that we used up here, these two shades, and I am going to run that along the lower lash line. Okay, and you can leave it there or you can add that outer corner shade, and that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm just gonna bring that about halfway in. Okay, and that's all we're gonna do on the lower lash line. I'm going to pop the second shade and I'm going to pop that in my inner corner. Ooh, that inner corner is popping. And then I'm gonna take the first shade from the palette, the very top shade, and I'm gonna pop that on my brow bone, even though we have not done our brows yet. I know a lot of people do their brows first, but that is like the absolute last thing I do, pretty much, before, I mean, I do it like before mascara, but it's like one of the last things I do, so sorry. Okay, so now we're gonna bronze up the face, finally. I know I look like a ghost. It comes off so white on camera, but I promise you, like, it's the exact same color as my neck. So I'm gonna take my trusty butter bronzer and I'm going to bronze my face with this. And you can go as heavy as you'd like with the bronzer or as light as you would like the bronzer. Me, I always like to go a little heavy. Okay, so now for blush, we are going to be taking this Hikari Shimmer Bronzer Blush in Flush. So I'm going to take my Mary Kay Makeup Finishing Spray and I'm just going to spray my face really quickly. Just drenched myself in this. I don't know if you can tell on camera. Okay, so now that I've absolutely drenched myself in that highlighter, in that setting spray, we are now going to go in with highlighter. I'm going to be using my Pixie by Petra Glowy Gossamer Duo in Subtle Sunrise. If you guys watched my first impression video, you guys would have seen me try out this highlighter, and it's been my favorite thing ever since. I need to get the pink duo as well. It has a beautiful pinky highlight in it, and I just need it. But for now, we're going to be using this one. I like this one because it's a gold highlight, but it's very much like, it's not too gold, so it just looks wet on the skin. Like, there's nothing else about it. It just, like, you can't even really tell what color it is. Like, it is just so beautiful and so glowy. It is just stunning. I'm really going to pack it on. And you're even more than welcome to use that shimmer shade that we used on our eyelids. It is a beautiful highlight. My sister wears it as a highlight all the time, and every single time she wears it, I'm like, what are you wearing on your cheekbones? And she's like, that one shadow from Jaclyn Hill. That's always the one she uses. But I mean, like, it's just stunning. Like, are you joking me? So now I'm gonna place it basically everywhere. This is a glowy look, so why not? I'm gonna place it above my forehead, right above my eyebrows, I mean above my forehead, that'd be in my hair. I'm gonna apply it right at the tip of my nose and then at the tip as well. I'm gonna apply it basically everywhere but the chin because the chin's gonna get oily, for me at least, and I don't want any shine there. Then it's already gonna happen, so. I even like to bring it all the way to the cheekbones. But I mean, like, I'm literally just putting this everywhere. It's so beautiful. Like, highlighter is key, especially when you have oily skin and you want all of your face to be matte. Like, just put it where you need it and, like, it'll just make you look super dewy and glowy and everything that you'd ever want. So now we're gonna do the eyebrows. So I'm gonna go in with my IT Cosmetics Brow Power pencil in Universal Taupe. This is a very long lasting pencil, but I don't really have problems with brow pencils like rubbing off on me, so anyone from the drugstore would work, but this is just the one that I'm using. Super good, and I've just been loving it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my eyebrows, and then I'll be right back. Also, I'm not really a big like clean up underneath my eyebrows with like concealer or anything like that. I feel like it makes them look like really unnatural, just on me personally, probably because I can't do it and it just makes it look stupid. But so for me, I really don't clean them up that much. I really like the big bushy brows anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and set them with my Brow Stylist Plumper from L'Oreal in the shade medium to dark. And I'm just gonna run this through my brows real quick. I don't know if I've ever seen bushier eyebrows than my own. And sometimes I go a little too crazy with the brow gel and make them look all wacko, so I just go back through with my spoolie, kind of tame them a little, if you will. Okay, so now that those look crazy, we are going to use some mascara. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. Been loving this one recently. The only thing with this one is I can't not get it on my eyelids. So every single time I wear this mascara, I get it on my eyelids. So we're gonna try and not, once again, but we'll see. We're not gonna be doing any falsies for this one just because it's more of a natural look. So we're not gonna be doing that one, but we will be doing a video or two with some falsies. Also, you can add falsies if you'd like. There's no rules. Like, you can add falsies if you'd like. Like I said, not a Libby video unless I get mascara on my face. Wow, these lashes are looking so bomb on this side. Usually this is the bad side. And sometimes this mascara gets a little too clumpy for my liking, so I'm actually just going to separate them a little bit with my Tarteist lash paint. These make them look all spidery. Okay, so for the lips, we're going to be doing a few different options just because this eye is so neutral. A lot of different lip colors are going to go with this eye look, so I'm going to give you a few options. You can go a little more bold, you can go a little more neutral. Since this one is more of a glowy neutral look, we're going to do a few options. So for prom and stuff like that, you're not going to want to have a high maintenance lip product, so you're not going to want something that's like a lipstick that's going to smudge really easily. You're going to want something that's a lot more easy to, you know, keep up with, something that's going to stay on all night, or something that's going to be super easy to reapply. So for my first combo, I am going to just do a lip liner and then a clear gloss on top. I know it's super easy to do that just because liners are super easy to find, you know, they're pretty budge proof just because they're a lot more dry. And then a clear gloss, everyone has a clear gloss, so you can use any color lip liner and just put a clear gloss on top. That'll be pretty easy. I would recommend, if you're gonna do a lip liner and a gloss, just to do a nude, because that's a lot easier to apply. It's a lot easier to reapply, that type of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with the Mary Kay lip liner in Soft Blush. Okay, so here's a lip liner. You could even wear this just alone. It's very beautiful, and it's almost just like your lips but better. But you're more than welcome to add a gloss, which is what I'm gonna do, and I'm going to be adding the Cargo Cosmetics lip gloss in Taos, T-A-O-S. I'm not sure of how to pronounce it. Also, this smells like cake, so that's a plus. Oh, this smells so good. Okay, so here's the first lip option. It's just a very pretty nude, glossy nude. Okay, so for the next lip, we're gonna be doing something a little more dark. And then, so we are going to be using a Mary Kay lip liner in the shade Neutral, and I'm just gonna line my lips with that really quickly. And you're more than welcome to just not have to line your lips, but for me, I need a guideline because my lips are almost non-existent. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that. Okay, so for this one, I'm not gonna take it in all the way. I'm just gonna kind of outline, and then I'm gonna go in with the Girlactic Beauty Matte Lip Paint in the shade Demure. And these liquid lipsticks are phenomenal. Like, if I could recommend one liquid lipstick, it would be the Ofra Cosmetics liquid lipsticks, or it would be the Girlactic liquid lipsticks. The Ofra ones don't dry down all the way, but these do, and they're so comfortable still. Like, I can't even tell you, they're such a good liquid lipstick. So I'm just gonna apply that. So this is the second lip. I love this color. I love this formula. It is so beautiful, and I think this would be a really good option if you want to do something a little bit darker, not quite a nude lip, but not something that's super dark. Okie dokie, so now that my lips are screaming after taking that second one off, we are going to apply the third and final lip, and I'm going to use that same lip liner as I used for the last one, the Mary Kay lip liner in the shade Neutral, and then we'll apply the lip color. Oh my gosh, I still have it all on my lips. Oh well. Okay, so I've applied the lip liner, and now we're gonna go in with the brand that I was just talking about, the Ofra Cosmetics brand, and I'm going to be applying one of their long-lasting liquid lipsticks. Oh shoot. Where's the shade name? Oh my gosh, I don't know it. I don't know if I should use this now. I'll try and find the shade of this and put it down below in the description box. Oh man, I'm so mad. All right. Oh my gosh, this color is so beautiful. That's why I wanted to use it. Alright, so this is the third and final lip. I love this lip, especially if you're wearing something a lot more neutral, like a gold dress or a silver dress or a white dress or a black dress or tan dress, you know, a nude dress, that type of thing. This is such a pretty pop of color. This berry lip is so beautiful, and I just love it. I will find the shade of this and put it down below, I promise. So, okay, so this lip is completely uneven. I'm sorry about it, but I'm gonna close out this video with this uneven lip on because I don't even care, and I'm so excited to get this video edited and up because I just am really passionate about making y'all feel so good on prom, or, you know, having looks to do that are super easy but super cute. And I just really love this video. I can't wait for you guys to see the next two videos. Let me reveal those two different prom looks. I mean, those two other prom looks. I hope you guys like this first prom look. I hope you guys are getting excited for this season. Let me know any kind of videos that you guys would like down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys like this video, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Let me like get myself together before I like show you another product.